y'all doing? How's everyone? How are we feeling? Happy New Year. This is video number 2. If you can't tell by my attire and the fact that I'm guzzling down a protein shake. Y'all, this is my year. I'm getting in shape and I'm meeting my man. And I wanted to make this a part of the video. Y'all, I'm ridiculous. I'm sorry. Okay, for real. Hi, everyone. I am Book Beaux, aka Felicia. Happy New Year. We are officially in 2025. We made it. I don't know what we made it to, child, but we here. We showed up. Hopefully we get a little participation trophy at the end. No, but seriously. So, if you cannot tell, I got my workout gear on, honey. I am drinking my little smoothie. It is so cliche to be like, I'm going to the gym on January 1st, but I really am. I signed up for a boot camp, and I am actually going to boot camp tonight. So, or in a little bit. So, that is where we're at, y'all. I really am going to be taking my fitness a little bit serious. And I just feel like when you're pouring into yourself, or so I've heard, this is when like your person comes. So, hopefully, while I'm out here pouring into myself, child, I can move away from the book boyfriends and get me a real boyfriend. We'll see. But I thought that would be a cute intro to this video. Y'all, this is my favorite video every year. And this year, we're not titling them our book boyfriends. We're going to call them our book beaux. I really like book beaux a little bit better. B-E-A-U-X. You know what I'm saying? I like that. And if you look it up, it does mean multiple boys. And this is where we're at. We got multiple. We got 10. We got 10, y'all. We in here. Okay? Okay, I'm ready. I have to calm my energy down a little bit because I'm excited. You saw me get excited. Okay, so these are in no particular order because I really thought that it would be very disrespectful to try to rate these book beaux in any way, shape, or form because I think they're all amazing and wonderful. And I loved every one of these books. And so if you watch my 24 books for the year, some of these are not on there. Maybe. I'm a liar. They're all on there. Never mind. I thought that I snuck one in. I didn't. Okay. That's okay. We're here to do what we're here to do, and that is to talk about our 10 top book beaux of 2024. And we are going to start off strong with a love song for Ricki. Wilde. Ezra. Ezra. Ezra reminds me of like if I had a man that was 20 years older than me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's been through life. He's lived a little bit. He's seen some things, okay? But he's ready to settle down. And he actually knows that you're his soulmate. He plays jazz. He's a jazz musician. He owns his own brownstone in Harlem. He may or may not be under a spell, but that's okay. That's okay. Ezra was handsome, suave. Child, I wanted to eat Ezra right up off that page. Child, he was, that was a scrumdiddlyumptious man that Tia wrote. Yes, we're gonna, yes for Ezra. We stand Ezra here. Okay, the next gentleman on our list is from Burry the Hatchet by Aria Daze, and it is Nate, aka Boogie. Listen, Boogie started off kind of rough, okay? He definitely was giving Quincy from Love and Basketball. He definitely pushed her. As a kid, she could never wear heels again. He was had a little anger issue. But he grew into, you know, a very methodical businessman with multiple businesses. One legal, one not. And when it was time for him to need a wife, he already knew who he wanted, which I like. Listen, be clear about what you want. Be clear about how you're going to get it. Now, he might have been a little shady about how he got his wife, but who hasn't done a little something shady for a little, you know, for what they really wanted? Who hasn't done that? You know? So I'm not really mad at Nate. I'm not. I really like how Nate went about getting his old lady. I also like how Nate went about keeping his old lady because she was like, this is some bullshit. And he was like, well, we together. In the words of Chris Brown, ain't no other niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what he said. And I really fuck with him for that. Boogie was a little unhinged, but I kind of fuck with that too. I like the Boogie. Okay, y'all. The next one is from Deja, Brew, Celestine Martin, and it's Gus, the not the musician. He is a magician. So his family is known for the good time and being the good time family and putting on a show and a spectacle. And Gus kind of wants something different, maybe like a kitchen witch, you know what I mean? And so he is living in Freya's Grove, not a part of his family's like show business anymore. He is literally like the historical person in the town who like takes care of like the historical house, and he's trying to live a much quieter life, but he actually can generate his own magic, and he does when he meets his kitchen witch. And y'all, Gus was just the sweetest, and he knew from day one that she was his lady, and like he was very intentional about wanting to like be in her space and help her like figure out this like redoing of the month. And he was just the sweetest. He was my sweetheart on the list. Like I just want to hug him. He's so precious. Okay. The next one on our list is from Finding My Bodyguard by M. Blossom. This is Dr. London. Let me tell you something. Dr. London had the girlies in the tizzy. He did, baby. He had the girls going up on a Tuesday. Like, I was like, oh. So he is actually a plastic surgeon, and he does not want anything to do with his family's criminal empire. However, if you're a part of the life, you're a part of the life. And so a young lady comes into his doctor's office, and she's basically explaining to him that she's being forced to have like procedures done, like cosmetic procedures. And he's like, no. And he's like, why would you be doing this? You look great. She's like, because I have to marry this man because my daddy said so, and da-da-da-da-da. And Dr. London is like, what? Who are you marrying this client? Okay, let me see what I can do. And he secrets her out of the country to Cuba. Like a man with a plan. And then once he gets her to his home in Cuba, he's like, I think you need time to heal. I think you need time to yourself. I think you really need to, you know, meet yourself where you are and really be in love with yourself before I could ever cross that line. A man with sexual discipline in 2024? We'll take it. We'll take it. Dr. London, you, my brother. And then on top of it, not only was he sexually disciplined, he also was like, I'm going to set up solo dates for you. So I'm actually dating you while you're dating yourself. Dr. London, that's a king right there. That man, I love him. Okay, next on my list is Adriel from Make Me Proud, or Make Me Proud. Make Me a Promise by Cammie Holt. And y'all, so the story is a very emotional one. Let me give you that caveat, right? It's church hurt, it's family secrets, like all these things. But Adriel, from page 1, had tunnel vision for his old lady. He was like, listen, y'all can do and say whatever, and I can only show up in this mess for a little bit until I be like, nah, this is it, this is done, right? Like, he went along with his family and their foolishness for a little bit, but he also was like, I'm gonna put a stop to this. I'm not fucking with this. And so when them secrets at that church started coming out, and it had to do with the woman that he made his wife, Adriel was not playing, honey, okay? He was like, I'm a pastor, but don't push me, okay? I'm a pastor, but I got a past, and I know how to act up. And I like that, because, you know, sometimes you got to be holy and hood. You know what I mean? And Adriel, he actually was doing the Lord's work. That's what he actually was in there doing. And so I bangs with Ezra. I bangs with Ezra real hard. Okay. The next one on our list is our soft, loving friends to lovers, Isaac from A Love Like the Sun by Reese M. Neilson. And oh my goodness, I put him and Gus from Celestine's book, Deja Brew. I put them in kind of like the same category. but also, so like, and also Rudy Jones. So they're like soft but endearing. Like, I think that men can be soft and caring, but also protectors, providers, like, and still be manly. But something about these three was just like, it was tender. Like, the way that they loved their women was very like thoughtful and tender and soft and caring. Like, so Isaac is our leading lady's best friend, and he has blown up on social media. But if his best friend calls, he's coming running, okay? He's coming. And so one time while they're in LA, someone is like, oh, is this your girlfriend? And so then they have this like whole fake dating trope, but then they actually start like flirting with each other, and then they start touching each other, and then, well, we all know what happened. But she's a little scared because she does suffer from, you know, a serious condition. And so she's really concerned about that. And he makes space for that. He's like, I will love you however, you know, and that's what makes him like such a captivating, like, Book Beaux. Like, he's just very like, I've loved you since, you know, you had busted knees on the playground. I'm still here. So whatever it is that we have to fight, we fight this together. You know, like, oh, Isaac, so sweet. Okay. Which is so different from Diesel in Captivated by Deja by Endiya Carter. Diesel is very much like a pragmatic CEO type, like just very type A personality. I get what I want what I want, and I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to get it type thing, until he meets the lady who stops him in his tracks. And she pulls more on his heartstrings, and it kind of softens him a little, not too much because he's a dom and he don't play that. But he's another one. He's a carer. He's very like, I could take care of it. And I think that's what made him super sexy to me, was that he saw issues, he saw problems. And he was like, well, it's nothing for me to have a plan and figure it out. I was like, oh my God, you gonna sweat my edges out and have a plan? Eat it up. I love it. I love it. But he's also very like domineering, right? Like, don't get it twisted. He has a very strong personality and like this whole thing. Very macho, but with his lady, he's, you know, a little bit soft and very much a planner and a protector, and I like that. So that's why he's on the list. Okay, the next one is Sir Gavin, who we meet in Entangled by Sula Sullivan. He is a knight in this world, and he is tasked with getting the princess ready to become the queen. So he has to go and like get her prepared for all of like the royal doodads and dicky hoos and all the things that she has to go through to take over her queendom. But he knows that she really doesn't want to be queen, and during these like weeks that they have that they're doing all this planning, they fall for each other. And he's thoughtful, he's kind, he like teaches her things about like her queendom that she had never heard before, and he crochets. I like that. I like a man to do something with his hands, you know? He's very tactile. I like that. He also is like, you know, of course, a fighter. He's a knight. So yeah, he helps her do her hair. Yes, help me take these braids down, because that's what he was in the book doing, because she's Rapunzel. Oh, so this is a Rapunzel retelling. So he like helps her take her braids down. I love that. I like that. I like a little help me take my braids down. I like that. I live for it. Okay. Next on my list, y'all have heard me talk about him so much, and it is Rudy Jones from Rudy Jones's New Year's Resolution by Aria Daze. And Rudy is 6'1", 280 pounds. Ask me how I know, because I read the book last night. And he's scruffy, and he has like starter locks. Like, they call him a bear. Like, he's huggable and lovable, and like he's also nasty. He's nasty. I like a man in a flannel. And Levi's jeans. Tight across the thigh. You know what I mean? Like, you just know he probably got a Ford F-150. In the book, he was like waking up and chopping wood. You know? And also tunnel vision. I think that's a theme for all the men that I like in these books. They have tunnel vision. They're like, you know, it's a lot of fish in the sea, but you're my fish. And that's exactly how Rudy felt about Noah. He was like, you're my fish. I don't care about these other fish. These fish don't even matter. You are my fish. And in this big sea of people, you're my person. We're each other's person. Be with me. And he fought for her. And he was in there cooking, y'all. He made her gumbo. The day a man walks into my life and wants to cook for me, it's over for you bitches. Because I'm going to be my man and y'all to death. Okay? Just kidding. I'm not kidding, actually. I'm not. Yeah, I'm going to be my man and y'all to death. Okay, next. Last, but certainly not least, number 10 from Roomie Lover Friend is Elijah. And, you know, I pine for a man who sees a damsel in distress and doesn't let her be in distress too long. You know, he clearly saw that she needed some assistance. And he was like, I mean, I got a room. I got an apartment. I got a room. You can come move in, you know. And she does it. First of all, my mama would beat my ass for moving in with a man and be like, you don't know this man? No. I met him when I was moving out because I couldn't afford my rent. And now he said I could live with him for free. And they play a good little cat and mouse game. But he fine. He be walking around the house in gray sweatpants. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. But he actually really liked her. And he just took advantage of the situation that she needed assistance. And he kind of just made himself available to be that help. And I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at this. I'm really not. So if we learned anything from Lisi's Book Beaux of the year, I like a helpful man. I like a considerate man. I like a man who knows what he wants and it has tunnel vision for his old lady. I like a man with a plan? Because I really like men with plans. Because I fly by the seat of my pants, so I need a man that has a plan kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah. I like a domineering man. I do. Like men in flannels that wear Levi's. I like that. Work boots. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Y'all, I am such a nut. But no, these books were great and they were my standout gentlemen of the year. Shout out to our Book Beaux of 2024. This was fun to make. If you made it this far, you know what to do. Just drop a little stack of books down. And this is like, you know, my funsy list for the year. I have also dropped my most anticipated reads for 2025 and my top 24 books of 2024. So make sure you go and check out those videos. And yeah, drop down below if you liked any of these men or if I left your favorite off the list. Girl, we don't have to fight. There's so many of them. These Book Beaux are in abundance, okay? If you haven't seen, also, sorry, shameless plug, you know I am a writer for Curls in the Hood. This is the Curls in the Hood windbreaker, and y'all, it is like my favorite workout jacket. Oh, because it's swishy. She might be making some pants. So if you haven't, run over to Curls in the Hood. She still has some available, and like I said, it's super cute, and of course it has a good... I feel so like I need to be in a hip-hop dance class or something with this jacket on, but it's my favorite. So make sure you go and check it out. But as always, you guys, thank you so much for watching my video. And until next time, bye guys.